showdown. You don't have to be a fan of either team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Away to start us off. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's got it in the open. Great move in the open field. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, and we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass caught. Second down now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That pass is caught. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. That one's picked off. What a play. He's bringing it back. He steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. You're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. They try to pick up the yardage on the ground. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup, but this is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. On third down, he drops to throw. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And that one's straight down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Across the 30. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38.
I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain. You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Second down after that previous play. Looking for a man. Defense is coming after him. Wide open downfield. He makes the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
Watch big-time play by the wide receiver. Makes the catch, breaks a tackle, and then gets some yards afterward.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch.
And it is awfully tough on a defense when a quarterback's able to move outside of the pocket and still keep his eyes downfield looking for those open targets. You don't know whether to attack him and try to bring him down or to stay back and defend the pass.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Hunter finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down and goal upcoming. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
On the move now. Looking deep down the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The Buckeyes will line up to kick it away. He's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting in the way of that and knocking it away.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Throwing off play action. There's Hall in here over the middle. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the 1st quarter clock winds down. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kurt. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing it off the cannon. The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. Here's the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Now they'll come up second down and goal from the 10. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown! And 6 more points to the total. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust is going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution to come up with 6.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down, but what an explosive play. Buckeyes will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Okay, here comes the hurry up. This is what they love to do. They get a big gain on the ground, hurry up into position, and go right back at that defense again.
The quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And they'll get him down that time.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. So 3 plays in, this offense has set up a 1st and goal. Very efficient so far. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Boy, tight windows as always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
2nd and goal for the offense. And the quarterback dropping back. Snags a quick throw. Tackle after the completion down at the 1-yard line. The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he bustles into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so the score is 10-7 now. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receiver. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. And boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
No way to run up the middle. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught by the receiver. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking deep to the right side. Pass is intercepted, but out of bounds. That's a relief for the quarterback there.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Alabama looking to convert on 4th down here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep downfield to the left. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs' only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it away. Really impressed with his ability to find the football, which allowed him to be able to eventually make the play.
Pressure is coming. Catch made on the right side. And heads out of bounds after a decent game.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Short connection to the tight end here. The Buckeyes offense is on the move now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, up to just 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Contact as he threw it. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway to set up the offense at the 38.
Boy, the quarterback gets trailed on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 38. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. And this one is caught. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Breaks it over in space.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
He's going to take off. Powering through a tackle. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Quarterback drops back. With the catch, it's Davis. And the timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands. Red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Screen to the receiver in the flat. Powering through the defender. Touchdown! Crimson Tide. This quarterback on fire today. Well, the timing and the execution is outstanding here by this offense. Quarterback makes the easy throw, but the blocks out in front of this receiver were the key to get him out into space and allow him to utilize that speed.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. So not much time left before halftime as we begin this possession here. Can he make something happen? The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. First down. Looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. In the clear at the 25. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, trying to make up this deficit. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The receiver grabs it. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch. On 1st and 10, looking to throw.
finds his target. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Looks to the left, pass caught, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, a lot of times you match up a wide receiver, you get a linebacker on him. You'd like to think that the wide receiver can shake him. But this linebacker is really athletic and is able to make plays in space.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defense is ready for that one. Good job of being able to hold the edge to this defense, showing the speed that they needed to bring him down. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. He'll drop back here on third down. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. The Alabama offense onto the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Play fake, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Dickey. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
High completion sets up an important third down play. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And that gain moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grabbed by the receiver. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
A completion makes it 2nd and short. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Try to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Checks this down to the running back. And they're able to move the sticks. Set up now, 1st down at the 34.
Well, it's 3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving that option for a run. I thought it throws the defense enough for the quarterback to make a quick read. The result is a 1st down in a big game.
Important 2nd down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Oh, and he almost had it. A chance for a momentum-changing interception. Does bring up 3rd down.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his 3rd interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's wide open, look out. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
They test the middle there, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but we stopped short of the 1st down. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. The distance will be from 36 yards away. And it's good, right down the middle.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. It's press coverage now from these DBs. And they'll use the ground game here. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games. Will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the ground with plenty of room to run. And they're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the third quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. He's sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Offense getting set. It's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. He escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Boy, what patience here by this quarterback. I thought he might try to get it downfield, get a little impatient. Instead, why not just check it down to the most gifted guy on your team? Get him out in space, let him do the rest of the work for a touchdown.
BAT is good. They take a 3-point lead here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession is settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. Dumps it down to the back. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. First down here for this offense.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Second down after that completion. From the shotgun, drops back. Short pass, finds the tight end. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. He breaks free. He's past the marker, still on his feet. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And looking to throw now on first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Second and 10 now from the 31 after the incompletion. Looking to pass here on second down. And he finds the running back in the flat. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
Looking for the wideout. He's got it with room to run. They finally tackle him at the 4. That's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, tie. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Man, Chris, this throw does give them the lead, and what's great is when you can really evaluate a quarterback is when the chips are on the table. Really, it's crunch time. You got to make good decisions, and you got to throw the ball accurately. He does both of those things here, and it gives them the lead here late in this game.
P.T. up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. The Buckeye offense onto the field. Handoff to the back. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Going backwards, open up this series, 2nd down and 16 now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Extra point is up and good. So the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Now he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. Looking for a receiver. He'll get in there for 2 points. Now the deficit, just a field goal. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Well, this This is what we expected, Kirk. A tight, tough battle between two really good teams. Now who can step up and make that winning play down the stretch?
Well, early in the year, these two teams have actually lived up to the billing of two top-5 teams, showing a lot on offense and defense. Now with so much on the line early in the year, tight game, who's going to make the plays to walk out of here the victor? Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Second down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And this pass is on target. Caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
That completion makes it second and medium. Looking to throw yet again. Caught completion. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. First down. We're going to throw the football. On the move now. Escapes the pocket.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He'll throw it now. Then the pocket delivers over the middle. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that should secure the victory, and they dodge the upset trap here, Kirk. They came in, handled the pressure of this early season collision, and really set the tone for an outstanding season.
Yeah, they really have. To walk out of here tonight with a big win should give them a ton of confidence going forward. Not to mention, a win like this on a nationally televised stage, it's going to carry a lot of weight as this year progresses.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. The running back here in a direct snap. Oh, look at the quick cut. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
That is such a big pickup for this offense late in this game. You go play action pass on 3rd down. You know, a lot of times you're caught up on the quarterback trying to sell it. I think the entire offense does their job here. The defense is out of position. They're able to